Hi everyone, welcome back to Crafting at Whimsy Wonderland. My name is Stacy. Today I'm going to be showing you how I turned this jack-o'-lantern stack into a snowman. Now I had this idea as soon as I saw these, and um, I just saw them a few days ago actually for the first time, and it just screamed snowman to me. If you don't look at the pumpkins and you just look at the other side, it just looks like a snowman. So it just came to me that to do that, and then I posted an video to tell you to go and get them because I was going to be crafting with them, and somebody sent me a link of a video where Charm By Tracy had done the same thing. So we have the same great ideas because I guess great minds work alike. I do plan on doing mine a little bit different than she does hers. So if you want another idea of how to do this, go ahead and head over to her channel and check out her video, which I am going to try to remember to link below when I process this video. So anyway, this is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to attempt to move my camera to my bigger work table, and we'll see how that goes as far as getting you guys in on the full action of it. So anyway, this is from the Dollar Tree. So let's get started on the project. Alright, so this is the jack-o'-lantern stack from the Dollar Tree. The first thing I'm going to do is take off the tag and ribbon. And then I'm going to take some tin snips and I'm just going to cut off this pointy part of the hat because I don't need that. I'm going to leave part of the hat on there because I want it to help support the hat I'm going to put on it. And I'm also going to cut these little pointy parts off the side of the hat as well. They're just not needed for the pumpkin. I don't like that curvy hat on there for the pumpkin. And then after that, I just need to take my scraper and scrape off some of that glitter. And what I do is I have one of these chopper scrapers from the Dollar Tree, and I just run it along and I get off as much of the glitter as I can. Now I'm going to pause this while I do it so you don't have to listen to that. Alright, I did not get all of the glitter off by any means, and that wasn't my goal, was to not get it all off. I just wanted to get the highly raised pieces up so that when I cover the back of this, because I like the back of my projects to look nice as well, that I can just not have to deal with quite as much of it. So it's not all the way off, but the big loose chunks are off of it. Then I just took a baby wipe and wiped off the excess. Next thing I'm going to use, I have a roll of craft paper, wrapping paper. You can also get just the plain wrapping paper, or not wrapping paper, like bulletin board paper. Picked this up today. It's wood grain. And then I also have the packing paper that's just plain. And then when I'm looking at this, the polka dots are kind of showing through. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try just this plain one. I try something from the Dollar Tree that I've never tried before. It is a spray pump adhesive spray. It's only 2 ounces. It says to shake it vigorously, and I can feel as I'm shaking it, the liquid inside is getting thicker. So I'm going to keep shaking it until I feel like it's combined pretty well, and I can hear it getting thicker as well. Okay, and then I'm going to spray this all over my pumpkin, and I don't have to deal with the fumes of the aerosol, and I can do this right down in my craft room, and I'm hoping that it sticks really, really well. So I'm putting my pumpkin down on my covered work surface, and I'm going to smush it down, and I'm just going to roll back and forth over it. And I'm rolling in wrinkles, and that is okay with me. I don't care for it to have to be exactly flush and flat. I'm not like decoupaging this to use as a work surface. I'm just covering the back so that it's not super ugly. I am trying to get out all the air bubbles, but if they leave wrinkles as it does it, I am okay with that. And I'm going to flip it over and push that out of the way because it's kind of gluey. And I could do the same thing with this with Mod Podge, but I just wanted to see how this spray adhesive would work. I've been looking at it at the Dollar Tree for a couple of weeks now and just kind of being curious about it. So I thought, well, if I'm curious about it, maybe some of you are curious about it too. So I decided to give it a try. And what I'm doing right now is just trimming the excess off. I'm not trying to trim it perfectly to the edge. I'm just giving it a rough cut to get rid of most of the extra paper. And I'm going to give this some time to dry before I move on to my next step. Now, I didn't get enough, it looks like, of the glitter off. It's starting to show through just a little bit, especially up here. But on the hat, I don't care because that's going to be covered with the hat I bought at the Dollar Tree. All right, I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to treat it like Mod Podge and sand off the edges. I am back. I've already cut my paper. I've sanded off quite a lot of the glitter, not all of it. And we're just going to smear on some Mod Podge and see what we get. I just want to have a comparison between the two that I can see side by side so I can decide which is the better purchase, because the spray adhesive and the Mod Podge are the same size bottles, same ounces. But spray adhesive is way faster and a bit easier to put on. So this will be a good comparison for all of us to see how it is. Okay, so already got my paper. And I didn't wrinkle this one up. But if it gets some wrinkles in it, I'm good with that. I'm just curious if the thickness of the Mod Podge will help buffer the texture of the glitter. So that's my curiosity in this one. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to do a rough cut of the excess. The reason I cut off the extra while it's still fresh and wet is because sometimes it pulls up and you don't notice it until you cut away that little area. So then I go back and I brush the Mod Podge in again where it's not sticking, and I glue it back down. Sometimes you just need a little extra Mod Podge on there. Roll it down so that I get good contact. Sometimes the edges will dry a little faster while you're trying to brush everything on, and that's what I've got happening here. Is this little edge here, either I missed it or it dried out while I was doing all the rest of it. So I just want to make sure that all of my edges are stuck down really, really well. And then I just need to give this some time to dry. Okay, so I'm going to let both of these dry, and once they're dry, I will come back and we will do the reveal together. Okay, my snowman slash jack-o'-lanterns have dried, and I just thought I would try to give you a close-up. This one is the spray adhesive, and this one is the Mod Podge. And if you ask me, they both look pretty much identical. So I'm thinking that the spray adhesive is a quicker, easier way to go. Anyway, that's what my comparison is for you. They do warp up a little bit, but we'll see how they hold up when I sand the edges down. Like I say, this is the spray adhesive from the Dollar Tree. Okay. All right, so I've got some sandpaper. This is 80 grit. It's from the pack from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to go around the edges and sand off the extra paper. This will give me a clean edge. I can go side to side or I can go down, but I never want to go up because that's going to pull away the paper. And the rougher the sandpaper is that you use, the faster this will go. All right. This is the Mod Podge one. Oh, I missed those edges. All right. So this is the Mod Podge one. I actually think it's a little easier. It was a little easier to sand off the other one because the Mod Podge kind of puddled up and made an edge. However, now that I'm noticing this over in the light, I don't know if you can see that because there's not enough light. I am seeing the Halloween faces just a tiny little bit and a tiny little bit on this one, not as much. So the Mod Podge did give me better coverage, either that or I just did a better job. Who knows? Of getting the glitter off. So this is what my two pumpkins look like for right now. I'm going to flip them over, paint them white, and turn them into snowmen. All right, I'm going to pause this here and set up for the next step. I'm going to end this video here and make this a two-part video. So enjoy these little guys that are all finished and make sure you tune in for part 2 where I show you how I actually decorate the snowman. Thanks for stopping by.